Hi, welcome to Learning Goal 4.2. It says, I can solve an interest problem. Make sure you have your paper, pencil or pen, and what you can expect from this video is we'll be building upon our drawing from Learning Goal 3. We'll do 2 practice problems together and 1 on your own, and take whatever notes you need. As a side note, there are 2 types of interest. Simple and compound. We'll be talking about simple in this video. So here's the drawing, and we added to it from Learning Goal 3. And the reason why we bring this drawing up again is because we'll be following the same 2 steps as we did with markup. So step 1, we multiply our money times the percent. Step 2 is we just add the interest, and then that will give us the money we have to pay back. Go ahead and pause and draw the diagram. Welcome back. Let's get started with our practice problems. First one says Aaron borrows $400 with 15% simple interest. How much does he need to pay back? Well, here's our diagram from the previous page, and we modified it just a bit to say that here is the money borrowed. There's a 15% interest, and what we'll need to do is figure out what is 15% of 400. So in step 1, we multiply. Go ahead and pause and multiply these 2 numbers. All right, welcome back. We arrived at 60. Now, if you didn't get this answer, no worries, we all make mistakes. Mistakes are normal. Go ahead and see if you can find out where you made the mistake. Here, we have 2 place values after our decimal. So that means our answer should have 2 place values after its decimal. So what does 60 represent? It represents 15% of 400. So if we borrowed $400, we have to pay back $60. So in all, we have to pay back $460. Let's try another problem. It says Mrs. House borrows $1,200 at 7% simple interest. How much will she have to pay back? Again, here's our drawing, a little bit modified from our diagram. So Mrs. House borrows $1,200. There's a 7% interest. So we have to figure out what that is. Our first step is to multiply our money, which is $1,200, times our percent, which is 7. But be careful. Here's why. 7% is written like this, 0.07, not 0.70. Think of it as money. If I have 7 cents, it's written like 0.07. So let's multiply. Go ahead and pause and multiply these 2 numbers. Welcome back. We arrived at $84. If you made a mistake, hey, mistakes are the start of learning. See if you can figure out where you made that mistake and correct it. what does 84 represent? It represents 7% of 1200. So, Mrs. House borrowed $1,200. She has to pay $84 in interest. So in all, she has to pay back $1,284. Our last problem is if you borrowed, and go ahead and fill in a number, at 12% simple interest, how much would you have to pay back? Go ahead and solve this problem and bring it into class.